Everybody care about me, man.
Hey.
Hey.
Wow, really?
No.
You need us to leave?
Hey guys, what up? It's your host Sophie, and welcome to another episode of Ask DEHH, where we ask your questions and give you our answers. To get the show started off today, I'm just gonna go ahead and ask everyone, how was your week? Hope it was better than mine.
What happened to your week?
You just gonna ask like that?
Yeah.
You put it out there.
You did.
See,
That's like in Uno when you hit that reverse. You better say something. Uno out.
All right. Well, I lost my phone. I had to file a police report. Lost my house keys, my card, and like
Your car?
card.
Oh, car.
And then I lost my earbuds for my headphones.
Oh my God,
It
that's
just,
terrible.
Just lost everything.
Just
I lost everything, but I found everything.
You found your earbuds?
No, but I got some new earbuds. Yeah, didn't have to buy a whole bunch.
You filed a police report on losing your phone?
I did.
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, I did.
How did you need it for your insurance claim to get another phone?
I never
Sometimes.
really-
Oh, I don't have insurance on my phone.
I don't either.
I don't even know
think
if I
it's
do.
silly.
I was freaking out because I was like, I have to call Spring and I have to close it down.
Where did you find it? How did you?
Oh, I messaged the people from my laptop and I was just like, hey, if you have my phone, you should give it back.
Message who?
My
Who
phone.
had
Like,
it?
I texted myself.
Yeah.
Oh, and they brought it back?
Yeah, they were like,
It must
oh,
have been white.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
But anyways, I hope your guys' week was better than mine.
Yeah, it was cool. B and I, we went to the bar zone last night. This is local. Friday. Shit.
They didn't know.
Yeah, we went Friday, man. So it was cool. We saw J Live perform and Jay Nolan and just a couple of up and coming rappers perform. It's something they do every month. So it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool that people, like, I guess fans of the show, or whatever, was coming up to us and saying, "What's up? What's up?"
Any girls?
No.
I don't care then.
There was one girl that was talking to B.
Oh, but there was.
It was.
Because you got that grin on your face like you lying.
I'm not lying.
Oh, you're being serious now? Oh, okay, because you got that typical Ken lying grill.
I have a kid lying.
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do. That smirk. That's all we
What about you, FIFO?
Yeah.
What's good, man?
Oh man, yo, like.
You pulled a hamstring.
Yeah, I did. Well, and I tweaked it. I tweaked it. There's a difference. Last time I really heard it, you know, like I couldn't even barely walk, but I tweaked it, so I stopped. Like I didn't push through it this time. So, you know, man, your boy getting old, man. Like this shit is not. I don't know.
Now I want to claim it.
What do you mean?
I know.
I'm getting old, but I'm still the youngest in the crew. Like, so it is what it is. Like that's not gonna.
default.
Or whatever.
No, you're
motherfucker.
not. Not anymore.
That's true.
Okay, that's true.
You got 3 people killing you now.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But all of the guys, though, I'm still the youngest guy. So it is what it is. So it's cool.
All right, so we're just gonna get right into this question. This question is from Mecca_music, and they ask, how did the cast members get into hip hop? And was it a specific song or a specific artist?
Man, did we ask this before? Have we talked about this before?
I don't think so.
Did we in our year anniversary thing?
Nah, we did not. Like, I don't remember saying. I think we said what's the first album we ever listened to or something like that. But not like what actually got us into hip hop.
Yeah.
You got into hip hop in what 2010?
That John Woo song? Oh, that's what hip hop is. I like this.
Nah. Honestly, my first introduction to hip hop was through my mom way back when I was a kid. It was Salt and Pepper. Yeah, that was like my jam when I was what was their biggest hit? Push It. Push It. Like Push It.
Got to hip hop.
Yeah, Push It was how I got into hip hop. Yeah, but my mom, she got me onto Salt and Pepper, Push It, and I was just a big Michael Jackson fan. And you know, growing up in a Hispanic household, like hip hop really wasn't there. It was only like Salt and Pepper at the time and Michael Jackson. And everything else was Spanish. I didn't really get like into hip hop until about No Way Out. It was that album, P. Diddy and the Family. When I first moved to Miami, and I kind of like started getting older, and I started venturing out on myself and just hanging out with the kids in the community, and yeah.
Question. So y'all weren't like jamming Gerardo when he came out? Who? Gerardo.
That
Rico
sounds like a
Suave.
no.
Oh yeah, we did it.
Rico.
Suave.
So was that considered hip hop?
Yeah.
I thought it was Spanish because he did Spanish.
One
stuff
girl
too.
can't satisfy me. That's why I need 2 or 3. Yeah, man. Rico Suave was the shit. I'm surprised y'all weren't jamming that shit.
No,
With
well,
Hispanic household, no. So I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, we listened to him, but I know that he did a lot of Spanish stuff. So my people were into the Spanish side of stuff. I didn't really hear too much of his English stuff.
Spanglish. He was the first one to bring Spanglish to the mainstream. Y'all should have had a velvet poster of him shit in your fucking front room.
Nah. My peoples were more into more traditional Hispanic artists. I know, fuck you, Mike. But, but then like the real first album that got me into hip hop like that was No Way Out.
Yeah,
Way Out,
Victory on it, right?
Yeah.
And had that Twister song.
Yep. Till the end, something like that. Twist and Genuine, that shit was dope.
So when it first came out, or just like you like listened to it after it was out?
Like, I heard hip hop songs, but like that was the album that made me like dive into hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because it was kind of around the time the whole East versus West thing. So that kind of got me into Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like in the whole East West thing, I was always like on the East side. I always like Biggie over Pac. So that was my introduction to hip hop, where I started diving in and like, holy shit, this is cool. Because my whole life was mainly Spanish music, so it was just brand new to me.
But yeah, my cousins, man, they I would say it started with them because I was young, so I couldn't go out and buy the shit or listen to the shit and like that. So, but they would play it around my grandmother's house. Everybody stayed at grandmother's house back then, especially in the South. So I would be over there a lot, and then they came from Cali, and they brought some shit with them, and that was it, man. Just older cousins, man. Just used to always play the shit around, and just listening to shit like LL Cool J's I'm Bad and Rock the Bells and all stuff like that, and just everything that they played. So I want to say that's my introduction into hip hop.
LL?
Just for them. Just all kinds of. That's one of the songs that I do
That you
remember.
do remember.
But yeah. So back then, man, it was just older cousins. Because they could get their hands on it, so I couldn't. I was a kid.
Did your mom care if you was listening to it or not?
Nah, man, we had a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
As kids. She would fuss at us, but we still,
Yeah.
we had a lot of liberty. So she let us go out and
Listen to that hippity hop.
grow up. So, and I respect her for that too, man. For real.
Oh yeah, just like Ken, we had freedom in the household too as far as music. So listen to the radio and everything. My introduction is Kane, EPMD, and Slick Rick. Them was like the Ain't No Half Stepping. I've been gone ever since. I've been in love with hip hop ever since I heard that song. So yeah, that's what I was like. What, dang. Second grade when that song came out. Dang. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, we usually, and my parents, like Ken said, my mother probably be like, oh, why you listen to that, da-da-da, but, she never really say, hey, you can't listen to that or you can't listen to that. We go in our room with our little cassette tape,
Yep.
be listening to whatever we wanted to be listening to, or back then when the radio was playing, when the radio was good, we used to have a little blank cassette tapes, all right, record songs and stuff on there, like, oh, they gonna play this in the top blase, so. But yeah, those are the days.
Yeah, I would be in my dad's house, man. In my room, on the floor.
On the floor, yep.
Cassette tape ready, this big gray ass boombox.
We had no bookcase and like that. You just sit the radio right on the floor and just you listen to the radio, waiting for songs to come on and stuff, or songs that you like or whatever. Yep, I gotta get it. Bam.
Did y'all ever like run out of blank cassettes and then put the little paper?
Yeah. Tape over the top and put some tape in the little hole. If your tape broke, you were putting it back together.
Yeah.
Because you get mad. Especially with your first car. Your first car always had a shitty tape deck.
Yeah.
And you used to eat tapes. And if it ate your favorite tape, man, I swear to God, you want to beat somebody's ass.
Trying to
Damn. Oh, God. You hit it. Man, and the second it comes down, the tape take me. You be like, motherfucker. You just trying to drive, just huffing and puffing. Because if you pull out fast, it's going to tear. Yep.
Hell, you be like,
And if it get that crease, it has that sound warp over it. Man. Oh.
Because you knew then and there, you were like,
oh shit, this is about to fuck
Yeah, I
up.
did not miss.
Cause your radio, even your,
Yeah,
you know, when
no.
your radio eat tapes, you be like, why is shit sounding off?
Yeah.
You stop it quick. Stop it quick as hell. Like, God damn. And you take it out like,
There was nothing worse than that when you were a kid.
Oh,
God
God.
damn it.
the days. But yeah, Big Daddy Kane, Ain't No Half Stepping. EPMD and Slick Rick was like those first artists that I just finally got into hip hop with. And it was a rap, yeah.
That was fun. Mike?
I'm thinking the first hip hop that I listened to, it was just straight off the radio. So it would have been like, this was back when like Rob Bass was cool. Like, you do make a thing go right. I used to know the whole song by heart.
Everybody
I probably
did.
still do if it
You
just
still
started.
Right, if it came
I'm about to
on.
say, if you give me the first verse, I probably spit the whole
That used to
fucking
be like
thing.
the party starter right
They
there.
did it
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
I got an idea.
That I want to share. You don't like it, so what? I don't care. I want to hear that now.
I know.
But yeah, that was really it, man. It was really just sitting around, like they said, recording stuff off the off the radio. But I don't think you really had a choice where I grew up. I was in Sacramento then, and at my school you didn't really listen to anything else. It was really like hip hop was what was cool at school. When I got home is when I had, you know, the other music playing around me. But hip hop was what was the like preferred genre at my school. So you couldn't come up in there with no like Metallica shirt or something. They'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But yeah, recording stuff, you know, the holding the play and the record button out the same, all that. Yeah, that's how I got into hip hop.
That's cool.
I was
didn't jam LL.
like all of that stuff that was on the radio. I listened to it, but I was never like into hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because like you know, like at school when I went to school, it was primarily Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? So everything kind of was Hispanic except like when I was in the car, my mom might play that. You know what I'm saying? But I never got into it.
That makes sense.
You know, but.
Yeah, you had no choice in my school. You couldn't walk up, even if you were Hispanic. You can't walk up in there with no fucking, I don't know what I don't even want to call. I don't even know that buka buka stuff.
I don't think the Spanish might.
Yeah, that might be African.
Yeah.
So what about you, Sophie? When did you get introduced to hip hop?
I actually got introduced into hip hop through rock music. So that was weird, but huh? You got something to say?
Did you?
No, I said Limp Bizkit.
Oh, Jesus, I wish you would say this.
No. I was actually watching my brother play like Madden one day or whatever, and like, you know, like the songs, like the soundtrack. I was listening to this one song called The Clincher by Chevelle or whatever, and like, I don't know, it was weird. I got into like this really weird rock phase, and I still listen to that music because rock for me is timeless. But I started like, they started integrating, you know how they had like the Jay-Z and the Linkin Park collaborations and like, not even that, but just like I started listening to Fort Minor and like Lupe Fiasco and stuff like that.
Yeah, Lupe had one
So
on a Madden that was on a rock inspired track. So yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so that type of thing.
Like Kid Rock.
No.
With the ball, with dang, diggy, is it the boogie, the I'm like, y'all like Kid Rock.
Shit, what about you, Rob?
Yeah, I liked it.
You know,
I mean, I pretty much was around it my whole life. Like my cousins bumped the Salt and Pepper. My mom was in love with LL Cool J. I had my own, like my friends listened to a lot of up north, like Jay and Biggie and all of them. So, I mean, I was just around it since I can remember it.
So you came in on Salt and Pepper era too, type thing?
Yeah, LL Cool J, Slick Rick, all
okay.
so it
I used to love
something that
Slick
was just playing around
Yeah.
the house.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. My family's real big on music and talent shows, so we would put together talent shows. My cousins danced to all the music.
So you remember the whole cassette tape thing too?
Yeah, they had
Oh,
the
okay.
cassette tapes, everything. Yeah.
the cassettes were the cool thing.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
See, when I was able to buy music, it was CDs.
CDs,
It already
yeah.
transitioned.
Oh man, I did not want to make that transition.
Why you
I
not?
thought it was cool.
Yeah, I
Cause
thought
I
it
got
was
sick
cool
of pulling them fucking tapes out and put shit together.
yeah.
I was like, oh my
And
god, these CDs are cool.
When my mother got me a CD player, I was like,
Yeah, it took
this
me a
the
minute to
best
buy
thing
it.
ever.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with B.
Man, this shit sounds so crispy.
No, when I did
You
it.
couldn't fuck them up or nothing.
No, when I bought it, I was like, okay, yeah, I can get used to this. I can just skip to the track.
Yeah, I got we had cassettes though that would go to the other songs.
You had some of
Some
those.
cassette players, not always.
Yeah, you needed a pause in
It
between.
needed
Yeah.
a good, clear pause for it to go and,
And remember,
stop.
you were so good with your cassettes, you could time when the next one.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember
we throwing
the
back.
Walkmans when they used to have the anti-skip? That was like the biggest thing.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
CD
Yeah,
player,
because the
yeah,
CD
that's
players
good.
when they first came.
Oh, when you say Walkman, I think tape.
No. I mean,
Yeah.
I got you.
Because I remember when they first
It
came
was real
out.
sensitive.
Yeah, it was real sensitive. You couldn't move. You couldn't do anything.
You're like, fuck, I can't even.
Yeah.
No, fuck that, having one in your car. That's what
yeah.
to piss you off. You didn't have no good shocks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Thank you, Mecca_music, for your question. And don't forget to send all of your questions to our email, our Twitter account, and subscribe to us at Dead and Hip Hop and follow us on Twitter.
We're good.
I think I'm going to just start saying to follow me on Itty, just like you said.
On who?
The Itty. The
fuck is
Instagram,
Itty?
Twitter, Tumblr, and YouTube.
Oh wow.
That's how I, yeah.
I
did
would,
that.
yeah.
Yo,
You
what
made
up,
that
Eddie?
acronym.
You be talking to these young people. I don't know.
No, you
Said
did
it. You
it.
started it.
Yeah, you said it.
I don't remember that, but
Sure did.
it's all yours.
All
You
right.
can have it.
You said
yeah.
Itty.
Twitter,
Itty.
Tumblr, Instagram, and YouTube. Follow me.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, and Instagram. Follow me. Sire Music.
That's titty. I'm trying to help you out. You don't want to say follow me on titty.
They already they thirsty enough.
Exactly.
You say that.
Oh my god, Sophie said titty.
Okay.
Oh my god.
See you guys later.
She said
Bye.
titty.